step into a new realm. Welcome to Realms of Healing with your host, Akashic Intuitive, Gabriel Llewellyn-Ari.
I have a question for you. Do you fully and completely trust yourself? Or do you sometimes waver in not trusting yourself, like so many of us do? Well, I'm so glad you're here because that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about trusting yourself and how can you do that? How can you implement that in your life to bring about wonderful miracles, to bring about your dreams? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So welcome to Realms of Healing. My name is Gabriel Llewellyn-Ari, and I will be your host for this glorious hour. And I'm so glad to be back. I took a 3-week break, basically, from this show because I had a birthday, and I had just a wonderful and magical birthday. I gathered with some friends, and we ate some delicious food, and I got so much love. And so thank you to all of the wonderful people who posted on my Facebook page or emailed me. It was just a really wonderful and magical day. It was on February 9th, a couple weeks ago. And then last week, as many of you know, was our Valentine's week. So all of our shows were on love, and I got very, very excited and got kind of caught up in creating that, and it was so much fun. And if you listened to any shows last week, thank you so much. It was a really, really fun experience to do that. So we're going to be doing that more. So definitely look forward to future themed weeks with all of our different show hosts, or as many of them that want to participate in shows on the same topic or things that are related to that topic. So yes, lots of fun there. And I'm really, really excited to be back here with you today, talking about trusting ourselves, and I'm also really excited because I have a new way that we're going to do this show. It's going to be a little bit different. We've got one thing that we're going to get to in just a minute here is we're gonna let go of some worries. And this is something that I'm going to hopefully impart on every single show. I'm going to test it out today and see if it works out well. And after that, we're going to talk about our topic. And I'm really excited because towards the end of our show, we have a higher self meditation where you are going to meet with your higher self, and you can ask your higher self any questions you want. And right now would be a great time to grab a pen and paper, because during this meditation, there's going to be a point where we come out of the meditation and you will be able to still communicate with your higher self and write down messages from your higher self. So it's going to be pretty neat. So definitely stick around for that. So yes. So why don't we now get into letting go of our worries? You know, so often we carry around with us subconsciously things that just aren't necessary, and we worry about something. And so this exercise that we're going to do is going to help us to relinquish holding on to that and just really be okay with being where we are, wherever we are, okay? So, I want you to now imagine yourself. Well, first of all, I want you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And I want you to imagine all around you white light. If you want to call upon angels or ascended masters or any any kind of higher power that you work with, that is totally welcome here. And I want you now to call up within you the feeling of whatever it is that you're worried about. Whatever's on your mind, just call it up. And I want you to visualize in your mind, in addition to seeing the white light and whatever else you may see there, I want you to visualize what this worried feeling looks like. Whatever it is that you're thinking about. What does it look like? It may look like a big ball of Jell-O or a brownie or a rabbit. It can look like anything. Just picture it. And I want you now to hold it within your dominant hand, which is your hand that you write with. So I want you to hold it in that hand. I want you to visualize yourself holding it in that hand. And I want you now to imagine whatever beings you've called upon, or just it can be a sensation that something's coming forward to help you. It's coming forward to help you, and you know that it's going to help you to release this. Okay? And as these beings or whatever you have imagined in your mind to comes forward, I want you to take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, I want you to let it go and let this light and these beings take it away. If you need to do another inhale and exhale, I want you to do that. So let's do another inhale. Releasing it to source. You may visualize it turning into doves, or it turning into a cloud, or angels taking it away from you. And I want you to do that. Breathe in, and on your exhale, release it until you feel complete, until you feel present, until you feel that, yes, I'm giving this over to the universe. I no longer have to figure this out. This was a exercise that I learned from Doreen Virtue, who many of us know on Realmz Radio. We talk a lot about Doreen Virtue. So much love for her. In fact, really, if it wasn't for Doreen Virtue, I don't know if Realmz Radio would be around. She was very, very crucial for inspiring me to take my life to another level, and seeing where she came from and where she is now is just so wonderful. So kudos to you, Doreen. We love you. Thank you for sharing your light and inspiring us here. We are so grateful, and I am so grateful. So So now that we have let go of our worries and we're here and we're present, let's talk about our topic. Our topic, of course, today is trusting yourself. Where in your life do you not trust yourself? Is it with your intuition? Do you trust yourself in relationships? Do you trust yourself with money? Do you feel content with following your inner guidance in regards to your health? Are you okay with trusting yourself? Sometimes many of us aren't. And you know what? I will raise my hand right here and say that, yes, there has definitely been plenty of moments in my life where I have not trusted myself, where I have gotten intuitions about my health about my relationships, about my finances, about steps I should take, about people that I should call, that I haven't done. And I haven't trusted, I haven't really trusted life, and I haven't trusted the universe. However, that's what we're talking about here today. We're talking about trusting yourself. So if you've realized that there's an area of your life that you might not trust yourself in, especially around the guidance that you're getting about what to do, that's what we're going to talk about here today. And we're gonna talk about practical things you can do, as well as very mystical things like our higher self meditation coming on in just a little over 15 minutes or so. So we're covering the gamut here today. And so why don't, if you already have a pen and paper out, why don't you go ahead and write down some of the things that come to your mind about different areas of your life that you think you don't really trust yourself in. Do you doubt yourself? Is there a part of you that feels like you could live a grander life? And you're afraid of that? You're afraid of implementing whatever you need to implement in order to do that? Now, how could you begin to trust your inner wisdom? What actions could you take? And isn't that truthfully really the key? Is action. Almost always we are guided to take some kind of action. And that can cause, when we don't take action that we know that we're supposed to take, that we're not trusting ourselves, we're not trusting life, that somehow or another along our path we will begin to get very anxious. And so that's why it's so important to really take action with the intuitive feelings that we're getting. So if for example, if your relationships are coming up and you have been really feeling guided internally to do something different in your relationships, to call this old friend, or to make up with your ex, it really is time. The universe is telling you, and you, through your divine intelligence, are picking up on that. You're picking up on the spiritual and psychic radio waves that is universally being sent, and it's registering for you, and you're picking it up. So it's crucial that you take action. And so these different areas that you've already written down, if you haven't already, please write what actions you could take. What actions you could take today. What actions you could take right now. Could you start having a green juice in the morning like our very own Tana Newberry has been doing? Could you start that garden that you've always wanted to do? What is it? What is the most important and crucial thing that you can do about that particular area of your life right now? So what I'd like to go ahead and get into now is our channeled message of the week. Woohoo! Channeled message! Yeah! This was something that I felt really compelled to explore and see what the Realmz had for us here today, or this week, whether you're listening live or on rebroadcast. This is the perfect time for you to hear this message. All right. In all affairs, life is on your side. Everything moves, breathes, and flows to the divine manifestation and perfection of all. Within you now, all the answers lie. Taking a moment to be still clearly is the answer. Nothing outside of you could ever taint this connection. The world is saturated with many opportunities to become distracted and addicted. You can be the one today to stop, breathe, and unlock the answer to any secret you wish. You may be feeling troubled by your seeming lack of fruitful plenitude of your divine knowing. Fear not, for it is simply a misperception of the complete truth of your being. Simply by intentionalizing to find the answer within you, the gates open. Truthfully, this can be likened with any skill. With practice and patience comes perfection. The divine mind knows all and simply cannot be wrong. You are a part of this mind. It simply takes some dedicated effort on your behalf to trust yourself and all the universe. What do you think of that? Did you enjoy that? I hope you did. It was part of the inspiration for this show. But of course, not necessarily all of the inspiration. There's so many different ways that inspiration can come and go in our lives. Isn't it true? What a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, thank God for spirit. Thank God for the universe and for life being on our side. And there's just so much to be grateful for, isn't there? Gosh, there's just sometimes I think about blades of grass and ants and sunshine, and there's birds, and then there's computers, and there's all these amazing people in the world, and we're all just doing this incredible harmonization and coming together, living here on this earth. I think it is just glorious, But I didn't mean to get away from our topic, so we will jump right back into what we were talking about before. There's something really important about trusting. And one thing that I like to remember, especially when I'm giving readings to clients, or if I'm in a coaching session with someone, almost always, near the end, trust comes up. Like, trusting this process, trusting that they're going to take this action, trusting life. Oftentimes, life makes very little sense in our human minds. The universal mind has a cosmic plan that is so big that in our human minds, we can't comprehend, we can't actually fully realize the incredibleness that is this thing called the divine mind that we're a part of. However, our human mind, it can't interpret it. It doesn't work like that. And so our spirituality and our souls really get a great workout in hearing that and also not identifying it with our mind. So, for example, if I am asking for a new relationship in my life or a new intimate partner, then kind of around that time, I also start getting messages to change my diet. And and my human mind is wondering, okay, I keep feeling like I want to change my diet. I don't know why. The great orchestra that is the universe knows that, hey, by changing your diet, you're actually going to become more intuitive, which will then help you to meet this other person and draw you both together. So, again, when we get guidance, when you get guidance that is coming to you over and over and over, like every day, or over the course of a week, every few days, it's really crucial to trust that. It's crucial to trust that because, again, this is the universe trying to give you a message, and let's let go and let's trust it, right? Because the universe is on our side, and that's really, I think, the core message of this whole topic here today, is that personally what I believe that the universe is doing everything that it can to help us, and it wants the best for us, and it's going to continue to help us. And if we can align ourselves with that, if we can put our ego aside and really step into our own wholeness with all of life, there's nothing that we can't accomplish, because we're going with the flow. I did a whole show on this called The Magic Stream, which you can find in the archives on realmzradio.net, about getting into the flow of your life and trusting that flow. And this episode is a little bit about that too. And it's also about trusting yourself. It's also about trusting yourself. It's about trust in general. Because so many of us know our potential. So many of us know our potential. The universe already knows it. It's just trying to remind us and to help us. And so many of us know what we need to do. And yet we still resist. And why is that? Why do you resist that part of your life? Why do you resist that flow? What is the payoff for you to keep doing that? What are you getting from that? There's nothing that you can't accomplish with spirit. Nothing. If there's anything in your life that you want to change, absolutely anything, you can change it, and you have the power to change it. And it might not look how you think it should. So that's another piece about trust, is that oftentimes when we are asking for something, it comes back to us in a lesson or a circumstance or in a person that we never would have pictured. And we may even fall into the story of, there's something wrong here. In fact, I know we have all done it. We've all looked at our lives at one point and said, hey, this isn't right, this is wrong, this shouldn't be happening, why is this happening to me? What did I do to cause this? And again, as far as trust is concerned, it's really about trusting that this is exactly what I need. This circumstance, this thing that's happening right now is for my divine highest good. That my boyfriend or girlfriend breaking up with me, that my job being lost, that I don't know where my next paycheck is going to come from, is a perfect manifestation of the exact lesson that I need to learn right now. Absolutely. When I worked for a company called Cafe Gratitude, and it's what Cafe Gratitude is. It's a restaurant that is a beautiful school of transformation. It is It is much more than a restaurant. It is a way of life. It is a community of people who gather together, who serve delicious vegan food and invite all of their customers to live in intention. And while I was working there, they teach something called well, I guess I'll call it, there's nothing wrong here, or what version of something's wrong here am I buying into? Think about that. Think about that in your own life. Where has that showed up in your own life? And while I worked for this company, it was really profound because I started to really get and integrate into my everyday existence that nothing is wrong. If I'm carrying a stack of plates and I drop them, that's great. That's what I needed to do, obviously. I needed to drop those plates. Even if that may trigger other people because they might be expensive, or it might cause a loud noise, or trigger something from their own childhood that that is still a wound that they're recovering from. So that's the level of trust that I'm talking about. It's like universal trust. Universal trust. Absolutely. And really also just really trusting that there is nothing out there that you need. Everything is within you. How often do I, okay, I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for all of you. How often do I go outside of myself for something that I think I need? Doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Because I am connected to all that is. I'm connected to all of that. Therefore, I can only still get everything I need from that. That's the only reality. There's nothing else but that. Everything else that I am thinking is but an illusion. It's an illusion. Isn't that great? It's an illusion. Let's celebrate. All those limitations that you think about yourself, all that self-doubt, all of the criticisms that you have for yourself, wow, it's just not true. It's just not true. When I believe that story, I'm buying into a lie. I'm buying into a lie. And by realizing that, I can choose right now to let that go, have the mirage dissolve, and just clearly see the truth of myself right now. Praise the Lord. I feel like a preacher. Praise the Lord. But it's true. It's true. And you listening right now, you can feel that. You know that. It's intrinsic and innate and primal in your soul. There's a beautiful book, A Course in Miracles. Many of you may have at least heard of it or read it. If you have never read it, I strongly encourage you to read it. And this whole book, it's probably at least 1,000 pages or so, is about this exact thing. That love is real and everything else is not. That the universe is on your side and everything else that you think around that is not in alignment with that simply isn't true. And there's all these different words, and in fact, I don't know if you knew this, but of course in miracles, supposedly, the person who wrote it, or the people that wrote it, originally, I can't remember what it's called, but you can find the original text online, and it was supposed to be channeled messages from Jesus. Which they don't say that in the book, but when you read it, it has a similar feel to the Bible, strangely. It has a very similar tone, a lot of metaphors, and it's beautiful to read. I think it's just even healing to have it around. So if you'd like a great resource that you can read every day, that you can come back to that simple truth that I am, that I am, that I am, and everything else doesn't matter. All that matters is that I am. I am. I am Spirit. I am God. I am the universe. I am that. Therefore, how can I be wrong? How can I be incomplete? How can I not be fully actualized? It can't be. Can't be. It's only an illusion when I think that I'm separate, when I think that I am unworthy, or that I am something that's not like that. That's something that is not God or is not Spirit. It's just not true. I may have moments where I forget that, absolutely, but by forgetting, I remember. That's the whole purpose of forgetting. It's so that you can remember. How would your life look if you completely trusted yourself? You completely trusted your connection with Spirit, and you trusted all of life giving you exactly what you need. What would it look like? Can you even begin to see how differently your life would be if there was absolute certainty? With everything that you do. Because you know that what you're feeling is true, and you trust yourself and you trust life. The Trinity of Trust. Yourself, life, and your connection. You trust all of that. How amazing would your life be? I know it would be really amazing. I can already feel it. I can feel the energy of you listening right now, and it's great. It's great. It's really great. So now we're going to get ready here and go into our higher self meditation. So if you haven't got a pen and paper already, I suggest that you do that, because we are going to go on a journey together, a sacred and holy journey to yourself, and to hear what yourself has to say about your life, about what you need to do, and how you need to do it. So go ahead and get comfortable. Lie down if you need to. Run quick and grab a cup of tea. Make yourself at home and be relaxed. It's really crucial that you be relaxed for this. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Breathing from your belly, your diaphragm. Breathe in, your belly goes out. Breathe out, it comes in. Getting in touch with a gentle rhythm. Feeling so at peace in your body. And beginning now to call upon your higher self. Call upon the presence of your higher self. Feeling the presence within you. Hearing any voices that you may hear with your clairaudience, your psychic hearing. Seeing any pictures you may see of your higher self. What does your higher self look like? Can you picture what it looks like? They may be very handsome or pretty. They may have light around them. They may be floating. Can you feel the feelings of what it feels like to be around your higher self? Do you feel a connection in your heart? Do you feel tingles all over your body? Do you feel like crying because it's so beautiful? What does it feel like? Does your higher self want to show you anything? Is there something that you need to see, either with your clairaudience, your psychic vision, or your clairsentience, just your knowing, your psychic knowing, about anything in your life? Is there a particular area of your life that your higher self would like to highlight? If so, just take note. And now, you give yourself permission to allow your higher self to take you, whether it's a journey that you can see in your mind's eye, or it's a journey you can feel, to take you now upon that sacred path, showing you one way or another about different areas of your life that you may not be trusting yourself in. Your higher self is just highlighting these areas very, very, very easily. It's coming very naturally to you and effortlessly. So easy, this just flows. Images and feelings. It's just flowing so well. Allowing yourself just to receive everything that you're seeing, feeling, knowing, absorbing into your mind, into your subconscious. Seeing what's been maybe hidden from your conscious mind, allowing it to be shown to you now through the beauty and majestic grace of your higher self. You may see your higher self holding your hand, giving you a hug, walking with you down a street or a road, or even getting ready to go on a road trip, a metaphoric, spiritual road trip. there's anything that you would like your higher self to show you, or to make known to you, you can do that now if you like. Anything at all, any request. Your higher self is simply here as a reflection of your truth. And you completely and fully trust any messages you get, any images you see, any feelings that you feel about what to do in your life, actions to take, anything. Noticing anything you get and writing it down. Being in communion with Spirit. Absolute divine connection. This is the part of yourself that guides you along this path of transformation, that asks you to step outside, try something new, to be more fully authentic, yourself, complete divine expression. A unique creation. And the ultimate beautiful being that you are. This is your best friend. This is the hero that you've been looking for in your life. It's you. It's you. You are the one that you've been waiting for, right there, all along. Here, your higher self has been guiding you all this time in so many different ways. How beautiful. You may want to express gratitude to your higher self for helping you along your way, guiding you when you didn't know any better, when you were lost, when you didn't know what to do. They've always been there. You have always been there. So give thanks to your higher self. For never leaving you alone. And never, ever, ever abandoning you. In all those moments in your life when you felt like you didn't know what to do, you really did. You were helping yourself this whole time. Being that perfect guide, knowing exactly what you need. They've been there, and they will always be there. There's nothing that you can do to sever that connection. Nothing. Isn't that great? There's nothing that you can do. Absolutely nothing. This connection is eternal, immortal. And so if there's anything else that you would like to know from your higher self, ask your higher self right now. And listen for a response. Or notice a picture, words, feelings. And whatever message you receive, I encourage you to write it down. Encourage you to write down your dialogue as best as you can, still being in this space, of course. What actions do you need to take? What else do you need to do? What else do you need to know? What is so crucial? There is one more piece of information that could sum up every piece of doing this, having this meeting with this beautiful being, which is you. What would it be? Maybe it would be to trust yourself. Maybe it would be to trust yourself. And maybe not. Maybe it would be to trust the intuitions that you know are so fully and completely important for you to do at this time. Because your higher self, again, is you. So its last message could be to trust me. Trust yourself, dear one. I am you and you are me. We can only be accurate. Trust me. I've got your back. There's nothing more that you need to do. I am here for you now and always, in all ways. All days, all times, every single circumstance. I am here for you. Now and forevermore. And you can begin to say goodbye to your higher self. Again, you can thank them for really making their message known and for imparting wisdom into your life, helping you to grow, move past these self-imposed limitations. How beautiful. Your self helped you to move to move beyond the limitations set up by yourself. It's not a coincidence that things are in the universe the way they are. Absolutely not. It was done all by design. Again, like I said, that you forget so that you can remember. Just now remembered our incredible connection to ourself, to life, to the oneness that is, to the great majesty of existence. There's nothing that you can't accomplish. Nothing. There's nothing that you can't accomplish. How great is that? And all you have to do, all that's needed, is for you to simply tap back into the truth that you are, the light that you are, the divine presence that is you. That's what we just got done doing. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? So thank you. Thank you for coming along that journey to meet your higher self and to explore more fully who you are. How great is that? How great was that? I always love going deep. That's what it's one thing that I really treasure about working with the people that I do work with, and about this show, is that we handle all things from practical to mystical that are healing. That's why the show is called Realmz of Healing, because we're not afraid to go deep, and we're also not afraid to look at the practical side of life. And so yes. We are almost nearing the end of our show. We have just a few more minutes or so, and so today we just really got clear with our higher self, and I encourage you throughout the week to do this meditation again. Or really at any point whenever you're listening to this, whether it's on rebroadcast or you're listening to it right now and it's on Realmz Radio. Either way, this goes across the boundaries of radio waves and into the etheric, cosmically aligned vortexes that are continually and ever presently helping us to do this. We'll just be frank, just to do that, just to have that connection with your higher self. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, yes. So, yes, I would encourage you at any point to get in touch with your higher self, to really start trusting yourself, to not be afraid of the feelings that you feel, and going with the flow. That's your assignment, at least for the next week, whenever you're listening to this, if you choose to accept that, to really listen and check in with yourself, and just simply trust and let go, even when things don't look right, when you're thinking, hey, something is wrong here. This is not looking like what I thought at all. That's your assignment if you choose to accept it. So yes, everyone. So that was our show, and thank you so much for tuning in. I really am so grateful for this platform that is Realmz Radio, and I'm so glad to be back. And definitely, my intention is to have a weekly show. Of course, being the headliner of Realmz Radio. Actually, I don't know if I'm the headliner. I take that back. Being the person who's in charge of doing a lot of the tasks to make sure Realmz Radio is up and running, along with our dear Tana Newberry, of course. There may be an instance where I may have to take another week off, but it is my commitment to you to simply be present and here, and I'm committed to that. So of course that is what I am going to do. So with that, my dears, I bid you adieu. If you'd like more information about me, you can go to my website, which is realmzofhealing.com, and it's spelled with a Z. It's spelled REALMZ of healing. That was because of numerology. I'm a big fan of numerology, which I'm sure as you listen to my shows you're going to find out more about that, and who knows, we might even do a show about that. But you can access all the information about me there, and of course on our mother site, realmzradio.net. And I also encourage you to come to the Facebook page every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, starting next week, which I don't have the date, or I don't know what it is. Starting, let's see. Well, I don't remember. Starting very soon, I will be doing readings on the Facebook page, so be sure to look out for that. And I'm excited to be sharing myself with you in that way. So definitely stay tuned for more shows here if you're listening to Realmz Radio, the station. Otherwise, thank you for listening. I am so grateful to be sharing this hour with you, and I look forward to our next time together, which will be very, very, very soon. Blessings and namaste.
Don't be afraid when the sky is going gray. Don't lose faith, those clouds will drift away. Let the sun shine on through. Let the sun shine on through. Let the sun shine on through. Let the sun shine on you. Come on out and shine.
Realmz Radio, where spirit rocks. Would you like to receive empowerment, help, and healing from heaven and the angelic realms? Schedule your one-on-one intuitive reading with me, Tana Newberry, the Angel Gal, and hear from all of your heavenly helpers and loved ones in spirit. Whether you're seeking guidance about your career, your love life, your life purpose, or anything else that can bring you more peace and more joy, I am happy to help. Learn more about my services and how to receive a free consultation at my website, www.theangelgal.com. And don't forget to tune into my show, Dedicate This Day, Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Realmz Radio.